Thanks everybody for checking out my quick little video here. So just wanted to highlight my current sim race setup. So I've been running this for a little over 3 years now and getting ready to retire it, but never really showcased it. Just want to do a quick video on what I've been working with to kind of get into sim racing and gaining experience. So here's a quick overview. So what we've got is our desk mounted T500 from Thrustmaster. So we've got this wheel set up, just a inexpensive ASUS 27-inch gaming monitor with I believe it's 60 hertz refresh rate, and then just our kind of budget tower over here, running a RTX 1070 on the graphics card, which when I had picked it up was pretty good settings as far as that time, but it's starting to get pretty dated. But we are looking to get some updates done here pretty quick. We actually have a new track racer rig over here and a new 34-inch curved monitor, so pretty excited about that. But first, show you what we've been working with. So the T500 I picked up from Fry's. I think it was around 500 bucks when I first got it, so it's kind of a upper entry level wheel pedal setup. I'll be looking to upgrade that here probably, hopefully in the next few months, but it's still running great even after over 3 years and hundreds of hours of sim racing. So I've got the original wheel here, but my buddy Crash, who's on YouTube on RTA Motorsports, he had actually let me borrow his Ferrari F599 XX Evo wheel. So I've been using this for a few months now, so actually I like the feel of it much more. It's an Alcantara wheel, it's just fitted better. It just feels much better, so I've been really enjoying it. Now I haven't adjusted this here though, so you can see you've got the multiple shifters. So my understanding is Thrustmaster does make a kit where you can actually exchange out the old paddles, since the Ferrari wheel came with its own shifter paddles. I haven't done that yet, and I'm not sure if I'm going to. Planning on upgrading the wheel and going with the direct drive setup, wheel and pedals, hopefully in the next few months. So I'll probably just stick with this for now. It's working and doesn't seem too cumbersome. But I've been obviously running with the desk setup with an office chair on wheels, so that offers some different challenges. So under hard braking, the chair will roll, obviously, and also under hard braking or when I'm on the throttle, the chair will even twist. So it's not natural emotions when you're racing for your body to start twisting. So I've got to adjust to that when I'm actually racing and running, which definitely adds challenges. But I've been able to get used to it and adapt. So that's going to be interesting to kind of get used to on the new rig, which the new rig is an 80/20, very rigid. There's not going to be any movement or flex. So I have a feeling I'm going to have to relearn things a little bit. Might actually be slower than what I'm used to when I first get started with it. And then the pedals down here, as far as the pedal deck, what we had to do, because the desk is so big, I couldn't really mount it anywhere or place it anywhere. I had a really good box I actually had behind it for a while. Do whatever you can to kind of get it set up. But while we were reorganizing office, I lost that box and I have no idea where it is. But I've been making do, have this binder actually mounted behind it. The only thing with the binder is that it can sometimes kind of flex and move as well. So under hard braking, the pedal deck actually doesn't stay completely straight and still. So it doesn't move very much, but it will shift a little bit. So actually at the moment, it's shifted a little bit, so it's not completely straight. But once again, I've adapted to that, just making do. So I'm looking forward to this being fixed and not moving at all. Now this plate here, we've lost some of the screws, so it flexes, but during driving, that's not an issue. It's never been a problem. So this will be something we'll have to kind of maybe shore up once we get it mounted on the new track racer. And then underneath here, what we had to do is get creative. And because of the gap under there, we actually had to use some old books my daughter had to actually mount the wheel to the desk. It's the only way that would work. Trying to get creative once again. But yeah, this is my setup that I've been running for probably a little over 3 years, and it's been working great, but very excited to retire this. So what we've got here is we have the Track Racer TR80, which is an 80/20 aluminum rig cockpit. So we got that ordered a few weeks ago. It got delivered pretty quick, but I haven't had a chance to do anything with it yet. So goal over the next probably week or so is to get this all put together and assembled and transition everything over. Once we've got that done, the office desk will once again be an office desk. But we're gonna probably start doing some other upgrades as well to our setup. So new wheels, pedal, looking to go with a direct drive setup. Also want to be able to update the computer a little bit. So on the fence if I'm going to just upgrade this one or maybe get a new tower with all new equipment. And then this one could be primarily for work or to do video editing, streaming, things like that. So that's what we're kind of looking at. So first what we're going to do is we've got our new 34-inch monitor. Found this one, it was a budget one, Viotech. So ratings are really good on it. They use a Samsung screen. So I figured initially what I was going to do until I could figure out how much room I had. I was going to go with a larger screen eventually or triple setup. I figured I'd get this. It was only 400 bucks and the ratings were really, really good. So I figured for a budget monitor for now, we'll go ahead and go with it. And then what I'll do is when we go ahead and dig a little bit deeper and spend a little more money on the monitor setup, I'll go ahead and just use this as a regular desktop monitor. But for now, we've got the Viotech 34-inch gaming monitor. So we'll be getting this set up initially, and we'll do some reviews on this as well. Compare it to our old ASUS monitor, kind of do a side-by-side comparison. I hadn't seen any comparisons online to kind of compare and review the Viotech, so I figured I'd do that. So once again, thank you guys for taking a look and checking out my budget rig, which is getting a complete makeover. So really excited to share with you guys what the Track Racer setup will be like. Hoping to have this all done within the next, hopefully, week and a half. And we'll have some new gaming setup, racing setup, and we'll be at iRacing and ACC, Asseto Corsa Competizione. And hopefully get into some live streaming, which we haven't done before. Other than with our buddy, Crash at RTA Motorsports. So check out his YouTube page. We'll have it down in the link as well. So go ahead and check it out. I'll put a link to the new Track Racer rig, as well as the monitor and current wheel and pedal setup through Thrustmaster if you're kind of interested in taking a look. Gotta say that the Thrustmaster, for the time that I've had it and the amount of hours I put on it, it's been a great wheel, especially for a budget kind of entry-level wheel. Only weird thing that we had an issue with is the Allen screws here tend to kind of come loose, so I've always kind of had to keep some Allen wrenches around to kind of tighten these up. For whatever reason, on the Ferrari wheel, I don't have that issue, so it doesn't seem to get loose under racing condition. Also, the other thing, when I'm running on the dust mount, sometimes the wheel will move a little bit. I got it tightened down pretty good, but it does move from time to time. Not a whole lot, but I will get some movement. So that's another thing I'm excited about with the Track Racer TR80 setup, is the wheel will be fully mounted, pedals will be fully mounted, seat is fully mounted, so I'm not moving around under braking, which that's gonna hopefully improve my lap times when I'm racing, but I think there'll be a little bit of adapting when I first get started, which it'll be a learning curve, but I'm excited nonetheless to get it all tried out. So once again, my current setup, and thank you guys for tuning in and taking a look, and hopefully you kind of follow our build with the TR80 setup, and as we kind of expand more with our YouTube channel and hopefully more streaming and live videos. So thank you again. This is Jesse, Cars and Coffee. Thank you guys.